All right. We're back at it again. We're back at it again. Again. Times however many days I've worked at that place. I say it all the fucking time, and I'm like, ugh. You know what I mean? Not in a bad way, but just like, man, you know. Anyway, good morning. Today is July 2nd. It's Wednesday, so I'm already almost done with the week. It's been a good week so far. You know, it's been pretty good so far. It's been pretty chill, you know. I'm already half done with this week, and then I got one more week to go. Monday, I don't know if I talked about this, but I did put in my 2-week notice on Monday. That was another thing I think I forgot to talk about. Maybe? Not sure. But yeah, what happened on Monday again? Oh, yeah. Well, Monday and Tuesday, honestly, they were just regular. You know, they were actually pretty good days. I also forgot to mention that Norma, they finally moved her to another building. I assume probably as a trial run to see how she'd feel about it. Even though nobody really wants to work with her at our warehouse anymore. Things have been so much nicer since she's been gone too. You know? Norma hates being bitched and complained at. Come on. I'm trying to get the temp up higher because it's not that warm, but it's not that cold either. It's actually pretty chill. It's going to get warm though. Yep, I'm going to have to sit behind a red again. Womp womp. Yeah, I left out the door a little late this morning. It's 6:36. I got out like 3 minutes ago. Literally right before I started the video, obviously. So, yeah, you know, Monday I put in my notice. It was weird, dude. I mean, it was good. I'm glad I did it, but it was weird. So, but yeah, I was on the floor, and I actually figured out how to do the, count how many garbages. But anyway, no one cares to listen to that. I put my 2-week notice in, and man, Judith is a weird little lady, man. I mean, she was thankful for my time working there. She did. She's the only boss who's ever told me that. Like manager, like Jason's a supervisor. He said way more nice things than any supervisor I've ever had. But Judith actually thanked me. Round 1 did not thank me. The gym did not thank me. I mean, Spirit Halloween, the second season, they were nice. They did thank me, but everywhere else I didn't really last very long. But because I've only had three jobs where I've actually managed to stay for long periods of time, not like short periods. Because most of the jobs I had, I never really talk about it. Were kind of short. They weren't very long. They were short time. Well, I guess my very first job, they did thank me for working there too, even though they were all really weird. A retail job, 16 years old at a retail job in Nevada, that's doomed for disaster because, I was a antisocial kid, and I didn't know shit about work clothes, and I had a really hard time talking with people. I couldn't even say hello to people in the door. I was now it's different, but I couldn't even say hello to whoever came in the door trying to buy clothes. So, but I did it there for 4 months. I did it there for 4 months from April to August to 2018. And my experience there wasn't all that great. So, the people there I didn't really get along with. They were very quiet around me, which is so not original. Everybody was older than me. I think I was the youngest one there. There was another high school student there too. His name was like Rick or something, or Ricky, I think. He was the only one who really would talk to me, but then he ended up joining the army or working at a police station or something like that. So he ended up dipping after like 2 months, 3 months in. And then there was Ted. The guy's name is Ted. He was my old boss there. I still have his card, actually, from a long time ago with his number and all that stuff. There's no reason for me to call him again, but, I have these Timberland Pros that were like $200, $300. And I got them for free because I really wanted them, and I was not coming back for them. I haven't been to Nevada since then. So there's just no way I was coming back to Nevada for those shoes. So they just said, fuck it. And they just gave me the shoes, which was super kind of them. I was really happy about that. I was like, aw, so he was one of the cooler bosses. Ted Lasso. That guy was a super cool guy. But, I got accused of losing money there. They didn't know who specifically, if someone stole it or not. It wasn't me, that's for sure. And if I lost the money, I'm sorry. But, they had me doing cash register work, and somehow I lost like $30 or something like that. Or not $90. Did I say 90? I don't know. But it was $30. And I almost got fired for it. And then not long after that, like a week or two, if I had gotten another warning from that, I would have gotten fired. But literally that same week or a week after that, we ended up leaving the state and moving back here. So, but yeah, I guess that manager, he was the first nice one, he definitely wasn't a mean guy, but they were kind of dumb though, I mean not dumb, because they didn't want people on their phones, but you had to put your phone up on the side, and, you had to not have your phone on you, which is not anymore. You're not having me put my phone up on the side. I'm just not going to get on the phone, it sucks if you do, but, I wonder if he's still managing that Work World. It's called Work World in Reno, Nevada. The only store in Nevada, I think. Or at least in Reno, because most of those stores are in California. So... oh, shit, I forgot a water. That's what I forgot. Damn it. Now I'm going to have to use a cup. Shit. That's fine. Just need to make sure I drink a lot of water, because I didn't bring much. I only brought fried rice, grapes, and a protein bar to eat in the morning. What else? But yeah, maybe another time to talk about all my jobs from the past. That was just my first boss and only boss before this place that actually used to thank me for my time. After that, I only lasted for a while. After that job, I would only last like a day, a week. I would not last keeping the jobs. I would end up leaving after a week or a day. Specifically what jobs, I don't fucking remember. But it wasn't until I worked at Spirit Halloween. I actually was there for like 2 months. But then I quit that because that boss was a mean little lady, man. I used to go to high school with her brother. His name was Nick. She was a mean little fucking lady for whatever reason, but I did not care. I told everyone she was a bitch, and I left. You know, I was just like, you know, she's a bitch. But then word got back that I said she's a bitch, and I just gave up. I was like, you know what? This job is not worth fucking picking a fight. You know, I'm done. So I clocked out and I left. And everyone was all like, they were all so shocked. They were like, oh my God, is he really quitting in front of us? And I was like, yep, I am quitting on the very last day. I'm not doing it anymore. Fuck all that. I'm not coming in tomorrow. And it's sad because I grew up going to that Spirit Halloween in Spanaway every year. I grew up going to that Spirit Halloween in Spanaway. So it was a damn shame. But I still go there once every while, though. I'll still go in that store, you know, if I'm around or whatever, you know. But ideally, I go to the one at Toys R Us, where Toys R Us used to be at the South Hill Mall. That's the one I go to. But I don't even fuck with Halloween anymore. I haven't fucked with Halloween in like 3 years. You know, it's been a few years. You know, Halloween, I haven't bought nothing. I haven't been really associated with or nothing like that. So, but anyway, back to the topic. Yeah, Judith is the only manager to actually thank me for the work I've done. Yeah, round one, the mall, I was only there for a month. And I was fucking up in there too, so there's not much to really thank me on there. That place was a shithole to clean. I feel bad for anybody who has to clean that mall. Got me fucked up, buddy. And then, yeah, everywhere else I was, you know, they only lasted like a month or a week, or a day or a week. Oh man, come on, dude. So, yeah, she thanked me for my time, and it was funny, because she was like, oh, okay, so June 10th will be your last day. I'm like, no, July 10th. June 10th is already over. She was like, oh, okay, a month ahead. I'm like, no, that's next Thursday. That's coming up within the next week, you know? And she was like, oh, okay, wow. And I was like, yeah, you know, it's just that time already. But I've been trying to low-key kind of wait for her to be around to talk to her, but she hasn't been coming in. You know, she doesn't come in or nothing like that. So it's just like there's not much to do with that. So, but yeah, I'm on Squid Game, episode 5 now. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but I'm almost done. I'm still a good portion in episode 5, and I got episode 6, and then that's it. Why did they do that? Where they're like shortening the episodes, like it was 9 episodes the first season, it was 7 episodes the second, and now it's 6 episodes the third. But it is gonna suck once that show's done. Once that show's finished, that is gonna be really sad. But I hope they really fucking make an impact, because it is the final season after all. So, but I'm sure they'll make like a Squid Game universe with other people who are fucking either victims or how they became part of Squid Game, or like a prequel, or, you know, maybe another future Squid Game will come up, you know. big shows like that, they got to make big advertising to keep milking the cow. You know, that's what it is nowadays. You know, it's kind of a sad fact. Pixar's original movies are actually not doing it anymore. Like, I don't care to see Turning Red. I don't care to see Elemental. I mean, Elemental actually does look
red light
cool.
camera ahead.
And Elio looks kind of okay, but I don't really have... Oh, shit. I am not running it. That's for damn sure. Yeah, I am not fucking running it. That's for damn sure. Yeah, you know, so now they're milking Toy Story 5, Incredibles 3, and it's just like, oh my god, dude. Stop with the sequels. Yeah. Yeah, it's like, stop it with the damn sequels already. So, but, yeah, you know, that's about it. 4th of July is the day after tomorrow, so that's exciting. Because, yeah, yesterday, I didn't talk about yesterday, but I'll get to that in part 2, so I'm going to actually end it here. So, yeah.